Diets made me feel miserable for years, and I wish I had known about. Hiya, I'm Ines, and for those who don't know me, I'm a plant-based coach currently living the van life in Australia, and my mission is really to help driven, health-conscious women by giving them the tools to tune into their bodies. And I do that mostly through plant-based nutrition, intuitive eating, and Ayurveda. So I'm new here on YouTube, I'm just starting off, so if you're interested in all that for yourself, please subscribe below. This is the first time I'm saying please like and subscribe and let's go on this adventure together. Good morning. So today I'm taking you in a day in my life in the van, and most importantly I'm going to be sharing with you a bit more about my personal journey, my ups and downs with diets, and how intuitive eating has really changed the game for me. So let's go and have breakfast now. Everybody who has tried this granola recipe is obsessed and never go back to eating regular granola, because if you've never made your granola, you don't know what you're missing out. I need to try making this granola recipe because it will blow your mind. So I'm back at the lunch after working from a cafe, and I'm just reheating some leftovers from tofu scramble, sauteed veggies with soy sauce and coconut rice from the restaurant, and that's it. It's gonna be quick and easy. It's gonna take me 5 minutes. This thing has been a game changer. It's so small and portable, like it just fits here in this little box that I have here below my fridge, and I can just take it in, take it out. I'm taking my lunch to the beach because it's just right here. I'm gonna use my knees as my table. Because yeah, you realize in the van that you actually don't need many things. You can use your body for so many more things than what you think. And this is the cool part about it, is that you get to move, you nourish yourself through your food, but also through your movement. So I've been trying to incorporate more movement into my life, and living in the van has pushed me to do that. So I'm really excited to sit down with you in my van right now, because this is something I've been wanting to share with you on a deeper and longer format about my past, because I am sure that you will relate to a lot of what happened to me. And I know you might see me right now, oh, she's like eating intuitively, she feels good in her body, but like it was not always the case. And I want to show you that if I did it, you can do it too. So if we rewind in the past, like I grew up, I was pretty lean. I actually, even you could see my abs and stuff when I was a kid, I'm talking. And then puberty hit and I started putting on weight. Like I remember going to a trip in Taiwan with my school and coming back, and I put on like 5 kilos or something like that, and then the weight never came off again. And then I did another trip where I lived in the US for like 2 weeks, and then at that time as well I put on like a significant weight, like 5 kilos or something again, and I just started seeing my body change in ways that I was not used to, and it made me feel uncomfortable. And also I had this, of course, idea of beauty that society portrays us and ingrains in our brain that, oh, if you are not lean, like you're not like beautiful, and which Like right now when I look at it, I'm like, it's so hurtful to think that way, but this is how my mind was working at the time. And ever since that time, when around like 18, I started putting on more weight, and actually it was just my body transforming from the body of a kid to a woman, but I was just not accepting it. And ever since that time, and tried like many different diets. I went on the high protein one. I think that was one of the first one, like eating ham and eggs in the morning. I was like so miserable. I love food. I live for food. Like, food is my number one provider of happiness. I'm just so passionate about food in general, and I just love eating. And so restricting myself to like a specific diet, eating food that were not bringing me any joy. And I also tried like counting calories, and that would drive me crazy to weigh all my food. I did intermittent fasting, also very low carbs, because I thought carbs were the evil. All in all, like, it was just a mess. And every time I would try a diet, I would only stick with it for like 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks was the max I could stick with a diet. And then when I would like get off board, I would eat something that was not on the diet plan. I would feel like super happy in the moment, because I was like, fuck, I want this so bad. And then a few minutes later, I was like, why did I do this? Like, I have no self-control. I feel like shit. Like, I've overate. I'm not even capable like following a diet. Like, I am successful in other area of my life, like when I set myself goals of like wanting to achieve like a marathon. I did that. I trained for it. I did it. And then in terms of like business and like entrepreneurial life, like I set myself goals and I go and achieve them, and I have a very strict routine around that, and it works. And so why was I not able to be as strict with my diet? And it would drive me crazy. And so that went on for 5 years of my life, going up and down. And sometimes I would be like, oh, fuck it, I just don't care about how I look and all that. And then society would like bring that to my face again and be like, you should be a bit leaner, you should not have this amount of fat around your belly. Like, I know I am not overweight, but I'm being honest and transparent. This was the relationship I had with my body. And then everything changed when I started learning about intuitive eating. Diets made me feel miserable for years, and I wish I had known about intuitive eating early on in my life, because this would have saved me so many years of love and hate relationship with food and with myself. And what really changed for me with intuitive eating is that I stopped eating to look good, but I ate to feel good. And that's like the massive shift that changed in my life, that enabled me to be finally at peace with food and with my body, and love myself however I look, and always thrive to improve myself as a person and my health, to feel better and not to look better. And I know this sounds like a simple shift, but it is something that takes a long time to change, especially if you've had, like me, a relationship with yourself that has been up and down of like, oh, I love this, but I hate that part about myself. Like, it takes time and work. And you see, the problem with diet is that it comes from an external source. It's something that tells you to eat a certain way, when actually your body is something that is going to evolve all the time. Your mind is going to evolve all the time, and your mood is going to switch, right? So why are we externalizing our nutrition and obeying by these rules that don't take into consideration how we're feeling, how we've been like moving our body, how we've been fueling our body before, how is our mindset and our stress level? It doesn't take into consideration all that, and we expect ourselves to like be able to follow a strict diet and then feel shit when we don't. And you know what, that's so fucked up, is because The diet industry is actually the only industry where people blame themselves for not getting the results instead of the provider, the diet. How crazy is that? When I put two and two together, I was like, fuck all. Like, I don't want anything to do with any diets ever again. And that was so freeing. And with intuitive eating, no matter what happens, no matter where you are in your life, whether you're reaching a high or low, whether you're like a different stage of your menstrual cycle, intuitive eating gives you the tool to tune in with your body so that you can adapt your nutrition to whatever your body needs at a specific time, so that you don't have to rely ever again on an external source for your own health, for your own nutrition. And all these tools and practices, I share about it with my Joyful Healthy Foodies, which I call them like that because the program, the 6-week long program that I train people through is called Joyful Healthy Foodie. And I take them through this transformation to tune into their bodies so they can learn what to eat, when to eat, and how much to eat according to their bodies, because their body will always tell them. And your body is so much cleverer than you think it is. And if you stop and listen, I can guarantee you everybody is intuitive. Everybody was born intuitive. When you were a kid, you were born intuitive. Like, you were crying when you were hungry, asking for milk, and you would stop when you would be full. Know that it is in you. You are intuitive at your core, and it's just a matter of tuning back into your intuition. And for that, there are tools and practices and things that you can put into place. And the first thing is awareness. And so that's why today I just want to ask you, how did your last meal make you feel? How are you feeling right now? Can you feel your digestion? Are you like bursting with energy? Are you bloated? Just ask yourself that and bring that awareness. This is the first step. So comment below. I'm really curious to know how you're feeling, and also writing it down will reinforce that learning and that awareness, so that next time you can also ask yourself the question after you're done eating. So most days I would go to the library to work from because it's pretty quiet. That's why I cannot speak very loud. And there are libraries everywhere. Plus, I don't get to spend anything because it's free. So I just found myself a spot over there. So what I really like here is that I get in the zone and I get shit done. But it's not like the most beautiful environment, like I'm in front of a wall right now. And I cannot feel like I can speak much, like very loud and stuff. So I always try to swap things out and like come here at the library or go to a cafe, and just according to the type of work that I do, I just pick that accordingly. After a day of work, I like to enjoy the beautiful beach that we have here in Queensland, and I'm just reading a magazine, just like if it were a vacation, but it's not. It's just normal life, and I just can't believe this is my life right now. So if you have a vision for your best life, know that it's happening. It's gonna happen to you because it happened to me, so why not? It can happen to you too. Sometimes it just doesn't work. And it gets harder when the surface is not even, but it's just a bad practice. One day I will get it. So I'm currently editing this video and I realized I didn't like have a proper end to this video. So I hope you enjoyed this and that you got to learn something about yourself. And I'm going to keep on posting on YouTube about my journey, and also how you can also improve your journey with yourself, your food, and your body, and how to make you feel better in your own body. So thank you for watching, and like this video and subscribe if you want more about plant-based nutrition, intuitive eating, and Ayurveda, because this is what I'm gonna be keeping on sharing, with a little sprinkle of van life here and there, and what my life looks like as a digital nomad. So thank you again, and see you very soon. There is some juicy things coming up for you. It is crazy. All right, see you soon, and stay curious.